This video is about the rectangular pattern sketch tool in Fusion 360. This tool can only be used while editing a sketch. I can tell that I am editing a sketch right now because I see the sketch tools along the top of the screen and I see the sketch palette on the right side of the screen. There is also a separate rectangular pattern tool that works on 3D solids, but this video is about the sketch tool. So let's say I want to make an array of circles spaced out in a regular pattern. I could draw and constrain them all by hand, but that would take forever. Instead, I'm going to use the rectangular pattern sketch tool to speed things up. First, I'm going to draw a circle. This circle will be the basis for all the other circles in the pattern, so I want to make sure that it's fully constrained. To do this, I'm going to use the sketch dimension tool to set the diameter of the circle, and I'm also going to use the dimension tool to set the horizontal distance from the center of the circle to the origin and the vertical distance from the center of the circle to the origin. Now the circle has turned black, which tells us that it's fully constrained. I'm now going to select the rectangular pattern sketch tool from the Create drop-down menu. And I'm going to select the perimeter of the circle. It's important to select the perimeter. If I had selected the center of the circle, I would just get an array of dots. This next part is very important. We need to set the distribution of our rectangular pattern to spacing. Now, it only looks like I have a single circle even though I'm using the rectangular pattern tool. The reason for that is that my distance values are still set to 0. So let's say I want to get a whole bunch of circles and I want the distance between the center of each circle to be 15 millimeters. I'm going to change this distance value from 0 millimeters to 15 millimeters. Now you can see the program is showing me a little preview of what that's going to look like. I've got 3 circles spaced at regular intervals right now, but if I increase the quantity, I can get as many as I want. Right now my circles are stretching out to the right. If I want them to go to the left instead, I'm going to change my distance to a negative value. Now the circles are spreading out in the opposite direction. I can also change that back to a positive. In order to get a 2D array of circles where they're going both up and to the side, I'm going to change this second distance value to be 15. Suddenly I've got a whole rectangular array of circles. I'm going to click OK. Because all of these circles are based on my starting circle, even though they don't have individual dimensions applied to them, they are still fully constrained. And if I edit my original circle, for instance by double-clicking on the diameter dimension and typing in something new, you can see that all of the other circles update in response. If I made some mistake in my rectangular array and I need to go back and change it, you can see near the original circle there's this little icon of boxes. It's kind of small, but if I double click on it, I can get the rectangular pattern menu back and I can make any adjustments that I might need, for instance increasing the number of circles. The last thing that I want to show you, I'm going to click on the rectangular pattern icon one more time to edit it. We have an optional checkbox here called suppression. So if I check suppression, all of a sudden I get little checkboxes on every single circle in the pattern. And what happens is if I uncheck some of those boxes and hit OK, those circles are excluded from the pattern. This is useful if you mostly want a regular pattern but you do want to leave some gaps. The rectangular pattern tool is an incredibly useful way to make designs that have repeating patterns without having to do a lot of tedious clicking by hand. Hopefully this helps you create more advanced designs in Fusion 360.